Green 18. Green 19. Hut.
Who do you view as the favorite in the AFC West right now, the toughest division in football?
Well, in the AFC West, it's got to be the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they have the best quarterback in the division, and I get it. I know there's going to be a lot of skepticism now that Tyreek Hill is in Miami. But Patrick Mahomes, I feel like for whatever reason this offseason, Molly and Stephen A., we have kind of forgotten a little bit about Patrick Mahomes. This seems to be the offseason of Brady coming back. You talking about Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Like, we're talking about everybody else except maybe the most talented quarterback the game has ever seen. And I just think that you're going to get a motivated Patrick Mahomes because everybody's going to say, well, how are they going to do it without Tyreek Hill? How are they going to be able to manufacture those big plays? And I think that this guy is going to come out and for the first time, maybe since the first time he stepped on the field, you're going to see a guy with something to prove, not only to himself, but to everybody else out there. So I think there is no question in my mind, Stephen A., that the team to beat in the West, it's got to be Patrick Mahomes, as long as that triumvirate of Eric Bieniemy, Andy Reid, and Patrick Mahomes is together, they have to be the team to beat.
Well, it didn't help him against Cincinnati in the AFC Championship game. I'm sorry, Booger McFarland. I think you just caught up in the sauce a little bit thinking about what they did over the previous years. I'm sorry. I think a new team has arrived in the AFC West, and their name is the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah.
SoFi Stadium. The Rams ain't the only dudes that play there. The Chargers play there as well. Excuse me, let me tell you, Justin Herbert is no joke. They re-signed Mike Williams to a 3-year deal. We know what they bring to the table offensively, and I think head coach Brandon Staley with his rookie self would be even better this year. Now that he got he's a little bit too green, he'll be better this year. But let's go to the defensive side of the ball. Did Khalil Mack, the Mack Daddy, correct me if I'm wrong, did he sign there? Did he sign there?
Yeah, he's now there, yeah.
Okay. J.C. Jackson from the New England Patriots. Isn't he a Charger now? I mean, Kyle Van Noy, isn't he over there now? I mean, wait a minute now. I mean, I'm looking at the defense that's going to be vastly improved. I'm looking at a young quarterback who's a stud that watched Joe Burrow do his thing and said, wait a minute, what about me? Okay, I'm looking at Mike Williams still there in the crew. And I got to tell you, I saw how they gave the Chiefs a run for their money last year. I'm not sniffing at that. I think one of the great games last year was when the Chiefs beat them on Thursday Night Football. That was a thriller. Chargers ain't no joke. We saw what Justin Herbert did against the Raiders, how he kept coming back and forth, coming down. But unfortunately, the defense couldn't hold mustard. But now, that's no longer the case. I'm rolling with the Chargers in the AFC West. I'm not saying that the Chiefs are going to fall off a cliff and Patrick Mahomes ain't going to do his thing. But the loss of Tyreek Hill, I don't give a damn what you got. I don't give a damn that Juju Smith-Schuster ain't going to be doing TikTok videos no more. I don't care about all that. McCole Hardman, I believe in the brother. He can ball. But I'm just telling you, it's the Chargers. Yeah. It's the Chargers I'm paying attention to. The Chargers.
Here's what you're missing, Stephen A. And for somebody that's as astute as you are, I'm very surprised that you're missing this. You're talking about a lot of individual pieces that have yet to be able to put it together and do it. You're banking on Brandon Staley, a coach that he coaches football like he's betting on blackjack in Vegas. You know what? Don't worry about it. Let's go for it on this fourth down. No, we missed that one. Let's go for it the next one.
I agree.
You can't coach football like that. And yes, they've gotten better on defense. The talent is better, but until I see these pieces fit together, their defense was terrible last year. It needs to be better. So yes, the talent will help, but I have to see that. I've seen the Kansas City Chiefs do it. I haven't seen the Chargers do it yet.
Well, let me say something to one of the old heads like yourself, okay? The reigning defending Super Bowl champions are the Los Angeles Rams, coached by a guy named Sean McVay, who, by the way, his decision-making is impeccable. It truly is, but that's a different subject for another day. The point that I'm making is this. Sean McVay, okay, how old is that brother? How old is that brother? Excuse me, I don't even know if he's 40 years old yet. So Brandon Staley being young and making some rookie mistakes, I don't think that he'll do it a second year in a row. I think he may have learned the errors of his ways, and I think that he will modify that to some degree, Booger, and not make the same mistakes that he made last year, because they were pretty flagrant. They were pretty obvious. I don't think he'll do that again. So I believe in the Chargers, man. I believe that the Chargers with Khalil Mack, the Mack Daddy, along with Van Noy and CJ and J.C. Jackson. Listen, man, their defense is significantly upgraded. And I think the Chargers are going to take the West because of it.
They have the 10th toughest schedule in the NFL, but the Chiefs.
You know, the one thing I'll say, Stephen A, is Molly, I got one more thing. Stephen A is banking on Khalil Mack being the Khalil Mack from a few years ago. That's like Philadelphia banking on James Harden being the James Harden that he was in Houston. Maybe that player doesn't exist anymore, Stephen A. Let's not just go off of reputation. Let's not just go off of what you were.
Well, first, Booger couldn't appreciate this.
Well, I'm just saying.
I got Booger. Booger didn't see what me coming with this. See, Booger lives in the sunshine, in the Florida sunshine.
Yeah, smart
See, in
man.
Chicago, it's cold and rigid, and every hit hurts just a little bit more. But when you get to warm weather and it's marinated a little bit, you understand? And you get to loosen up and sweat just a little more. I mean, it's a life-changing thing. It's a life-changing thing.
What are you, like a reptile that needs to live in sunshine?
I'm not saying that Khalil Mack is going to be the Khalil Mack from years ago, but he's going to be significantly better than what the hell they had there last year. And that's what I'm banking on.
Right. Well,
with Jackson, with Van Noy and those boys, I think they'll be better than what they had last year. And I think it'll be enough to upgrade.
봐주셔서 감사합니다.